Here's your news for October 28, 2019. We're starting off today with the ongoing beef between Jim Ross and Seth Rollins after the Universal Champion referred to AEW as the minor leagues. In response, Ross said that one day Rollins could be as over with fans as his fiancée Becky Lynch, and now the man has fired back in her own unique way. On Twitter, the Raw Women's Champion said that JR is an amazing announcer and has nothing but respect for him, but quickly set her sights on the AEW Women's Division, saying she'd whoop them any day of the week. This response by the man quickly caught the attention of Nyla Rose, who replied in GIF form, saying she likes a challenge. A match between Lynch and Rose seems very unlikely at the moment, but fans know never to say never in wrestling. For now, this cross-promotion banter has certainly got fans talking, as it seems the man, once again, isn't backing down. On to some more serious news now, as NXT superstar Jordan Myles' first WWE t-shirt wasn't thought through much at all. The shirt, which we won't be showing for sensitive reasons, is a black tee with Myles' name making the white teeth of a smile on a red mouth background, which some have seen as resembling blackface. Blackface paint has had an extremely offensive and hurtful history for a long time for African Americans and many other groups, and while the shirt was taken off WWE Shop a month ago, it still sparked a huge controversy despite not being on sale. In a statement, Myles said, "They will learn to regret after this, I promise you," and described the shirt as a, quote, slap in the face of every wrestler and fan regardless of race. After being floored with mentions online, Myles sent out a few tweets about the subject and has encouraged fans to show support by changing their profile pictures and using the hashtag #ForTheCulture. So far, African American stars including Cedric Alexander, Pretty Boy Smooth, AJ Gray, and O'Shea Edwards, as well as other wrestlers, have joined this online movement, with plenty of fans also showing their support for the NXT star. In a later statement, Myles said that he hasn't been able to rest since first seeing the shirt, saying, "I've used this shirt as fuel. I knew the shirt existed and my soul hasn't been able to rest properly since I've laid eyes on it. My voice will be heard, my true opinion will be heard, and my people will have their moment." The WWE has since made a statement of their own saying, Albert Hardy Jr., aka Jordan Myles, approved this t-shirt for sale. As always, we work collaboratively with all our performers to develop logos and merchandise designs and get their input and approval before proceeding. This was the same process with Albert, and we responded swiftly once he later requested that the logo/t-shirt be redesigned. No t-shirts were sold. In a tweet of his own, Brad Shepard is claiming that the mistake was genuine, but also said that the NXT star didn't start his career with the company off in the greatest way either. Fans will just have to wait and see what happens next, as the former ACH had a ton of promise on the indies, and it's a shame his career will now forever be linked to such an awful design. Hopefully everyone involved can come to an arrangement where sensitivity education is a shared idea, without costing Myles any possible success in his future in WWE. Over to Raw now, and after the love affair of Lana and Bobby Lashley dominated the Red brand over the past few weeks, the storyline has found its way onto Lana's YouTube channel. In a video, Lana spoke about how buff she thought the Almighty was when she first saw him, and after telling viewers she was living her dream, Lashley said that's what they were both doing. Shifting the tone, Lashley also spoke about death threats and vulgar messages he's received, saying, "Oh yeah, I get like very, very bad things that I don't want to say on camera right now. Vulgar. There's been death threats, a lot of different things, but I'm not a hard person to find, and if anyone has anything to say about me, then they can come and see me. I'm not saying I want to fight every fan that disapproves of what we're doing, but I'm not going to back down from stupidity. I'm a lover, not a fighter." It's a shame that some fans have reacted this way, as ultimately this is just an entertainment show, and we wonder whether Lashley would have received just as many death threats if this storyline was on a sitcom rather than in WWE. One superstar who knows all about bad interactions with fans is Hulk Hogan, who isn't quite over with everyone, according to a video released last week. In the clip, Hogan can be seen having an altercation with a fan, and despite the Hulkster's attempts to stay calm, things got pretty explosive. Trying to enjoy some alone time, Hogan said, "You know what, brother, I've got a right to have a few moments by myself," followed by, "Let me tell you something, brother, the last time I had a Shirley Temple was when me and your wife got together." The former WWF champion also advised the man to walk away, and after giving him the peace fingers, wished him a good night. It seems that Hogan was able to continue his shopping uninterrupted after that, But one thing fans did notice is the Hulkster carrying a crutch with him, but he didn't seem to be using it. We're not sure what started the altercation, but it's clear Hogan finished it and has given his side of the story, saying he was enjoying a drink with his crown jewel nemesis Ric Flair when an intoxicated fan approached them with his friends, leading to the Nature Boy running the guy off, according to the Hulkster. From there, the fan sent over 2 Shirley Temples to Hogan and Flair before screaming vulgar remarks at the 2 Hall of Famers when they tried to leave. While they may be on opposing sides at this Thursday's Crown Jewel event, it's clear Hogan and Flair do respect each other and will always back the other up, if they are needed to. Finally, some good news now, as the WWE has reportedly signed former superstar John Morrison, meaning that the Shaman of Sexy could soon be back on TV. Brad Shepard has said that one of his sources in the company confirmed the news to him, but they are still trying to figure out what their plans are for the former Intercontinental Champion. The current idea is apparently to have him land on NXT or SmackDown, as it seems Raw isn't an option for the former superstar. After an 8-year absence that has seen Morrison dominate promotions such as Impact and Lucha Underground, bringing him back is definitely a big scoop for WWE, as he could be a huge star on any roster he's given. Though Morrison won't be on Raw, it seems, tonight's show has plenty for fans to tune into, including a Falls Count Anywhere match between Seth Rollins and Eric Rowan. In addition, a champion vs. champion match will take place when Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch battles Women's Tag Team Champion Kairi Sane, while Drew McIntyre will face Ricochet in a rematch from last week. If that's not enough, Jerry Lawler will host a special Divorce Court edition of the King's Court with Rusev and Lana, but after what's transpired between the unhappy couple recently, expect chaos in the ring tonight. For Friday's SmackDown, Women's Champion Bayley will team with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville to face her #1 contender Nikki Cross with Carmella and Dana Brooke. On the October 18th edition of SmackDown, Cross won a 6-pack challenge to get a shot at the former Huggers title, though WWE hasn't announced when the match will take place. Pinning Rose in the 6-pack challenge, which also included Deville, Carmella, Brooke, and Lacey Evans, the Scottish superstar has kept her momentum going and pinned Rose last week in singles action. Next week's SmackDown is taking place the day after Crown Jewel, but that won't stop fans at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York from seeing Roman Reigns face Baron Corbin, as well as a SmackDown tag title match between The Revival and the New Day's Kofi and Big E. A Miz TV segment featuring Bray Wyatt has also been announced for the show, but could The Fiend be bringing the Universal title with him? Tune in to find out. Some AEW news now, as the company has confirmed the signing of Olympic boxing bronze medalist Anthony Ogogo. Appearing at a Southside Wrestling event in Hertfordshire, England, AEW VP Cody Rhodes confirmed the news, and after MJF dared Ogogo to punch him during an altercation later in the show, the British boxer obliged, laying MJF out with one quick shot. Afterward, Ogogo said he'll be seeing his foe on Wednesday nights, in what is a huge score for the new promotion. Ogogo, who's 30 years old, captured the bronze in the middleweight division in the London 2012 Summer Olympic Games and went on to have a professional boxing record of 11-1 before hanging up his gloves. His story was featured in episode 12 of the Road to Double or Nothing series back in April, which delved into his past and showed his training to become a pro wrestler. Ogogo's huge news and the appearance of Cody was a fitting end for Southside Wrestling, as this was the company's last show under that name before merging with Revolution Pro. Speaking of AEW, the next episode of Dynamite has already got fans talking, and for good reason. This Wednesday's show will see the contract signing between AEW World Champion Chris Jericho and Cody for their Full Gear title match, as well as SCU facing the Lucha Brothers to crown the inaugural AEW Tag Team Champions. Whoever wins the match will have the titles presented to them by the Rock and Roll Express, while the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega will face Hybrid 2 and Kip Sabian. Hangman Page will also face the Inner Circle's Sammy Guevara, and for fans who want to get swifty, there will even be a crossover with Rick and Morty. Back to WWE now, and while The Rock has played many iconic characters over his Hollywood career, one character that has gotten the attention of younger fans is Maui from the Disney film Moana. One youngster who is clearly a fan is 1-year-old Frederica Moon Bennett, the daughter of Mike and Maria Kanellis, as her daddy recently posted a picture of himself going all out with the costume. As you can see in the pictures, Mike didn't just dress up as Maui, but also constructed his staff and Moana's boat for Freddie to ride on. It's an elaborate costume to say the least, But given the fact that Mike requested his release from WWE not too long ago, he's certainly got plenty of free time. Right now, Mike is clearly setting a good example for his daughter, as the pair created an unforgettable moment while Maria is pregnant with baby number 2. Now, fans know that Ali had a unique journey before he became a WWE superstar, including time as a cop, but last week, the SmackDown star returned to one of his old stomping grounds. Appearing at Dreamwave Wrestling, fans were surprised by Ali, who posted a video on Twitter of the unexpected appearance. It doesn't seem like the Team Hogan member got physical with anyone at the promotion, but for the fans who got to see him, this was a huge deal. One superstar Ali will battle at Crown Jewel is Shinsuke Nakamura, and despite he and his manager Sami Zayn's villainous ways, the Canadian isn't such a bad guy out of the ring. Online, Zayn supports many causes and is selling some epic El Generico t-shirts for charity, though you won't see that on his Instagram page, which has been hacked and is now selling discount sunglasses. Sure, the 90% off deal on sunglasses may sound great, but we're not interested, and given the buggy website clicking the deal leads to, neither should you. Clicking the link will almost certainly land you with a virus, and hopefully Zayn will regain his Instagram soon so he can continue to use it to help those less fortunate. And finally today we're ending with some news from the upcoming After the Bell podcast, which will be hosted by Corey Graves. The show will be the first of its kind for WWE's podcast network and will debut this Wednesday in a huge way, with guests Triple H, Seth Rollins, Bayley, and Ric Flair. In 2019, wrestling podcasts are as common as rocks on a beach, and it seems WWE is trying to corner off a piece of the market with their own network.